Now might be a really good time for you to get angry.
That's my secret, Cat. I'm always angry.
Hold on.
How are you guys? This is JP Sarri. Once again, I'm come here with this most anticipated actually video review. Actually, I just received this piece this week and I'm really glad it just came. It was an anticipation to receive it for days, for months. I've been talking about it in almost a lot of my reviews. I've been talking about it, about this coming, and finally today is the day, and I'm going to be able to review it. So I'm very glad of this opportunity. So I want to give a big shout out to those friends that they trust in me, that they like my reviews. People like Tornado Flame, like Gomer, like Cranky Jammies, like Wolf Brother, and there's many others. Shinku Hadoken, all of them, and anybody else that I probably forgot, because I'm very forgetful. Every friend that I have befriended through in the different forums that really looks into my reviews. I appreciate that. I appreciate you take the time. So thank you guys for your support, and thank you guys for requesting videos from me. I don't think I'm the best reviewer out there, but I'm just do my best to give you the best. This is a big size box. It's very nice. It's not. I don't think it's as big as the Thor, but as you can see right there. And if you can notice, I have more lighting in this room because I just working with my new lighting system that I put for the videos. I'm still working on it, but I think it helps a lot. Right here, the Katabukiya collection from Art Statues, Classic Avengers Hulk, beautiful design right there on the front of the statue. There's some artwork in the background. I really don't know who is the artist on this. If somebody knows and can put it on the notes, I will appreciate that. Here's a picture of the whole set. Right there, instead of saying Thor, it says Avengers, and it says right there Avengers. That's the only kind of weird thing about the whole thing, that didn't say Hulk. It just says Avengers. Why? Don't ask me. Mine is number. This is a very high edition size. It's 4,000. I don't think I have seen Katabukiya done as edition size this big, but this is actually mine is 3676. And here's the piece. I'm glad with this piece. This is a big piece. The quality of it is great, as always. I'm so amazed. Like pictures, videos will never do true justice to a piece, and this one has come out very well. I'm just glad. You can see all the the sculpture in this piece is amazing. The definition in his arm. Look at that big arm. Look at that hand. How big that hand is. It's a big hand. But there's even detail on the fingernails, as you can see right there. The fingernails all defined. The hand is kind of stretched. He's kind of flexing his muscles. It's very nice. It's a big piece. Look at that chest. Those are that's a powerful piece. I like the position. It's very muscular. You can see the veins popping. The truth is that Eric did a great job in this sculpt. It is amazing. There is a little sense of the eye being this eye to be pretty much going in the other directions, being cross-sided. But actually, I think it's part of the design. And I seen other pictures from other collectors, and they had that problem. And I'm sorry for them. But I'm happy that I was able to get the best. It's something that I normally do with statues. I don't get the statue right away. I do not buy directly from the distributors. I don't, because I always find it online in a much better price. So that's my advice to you. Yes, support the companies that do it. But if you can find, also there's a lot of sellers online that actually are reputable, and they get you the best, and they give you best deals with pricing, and and even with the returns. So. I haven't had a problem returning stuff, pretty much in a long time. I hardly remember anytime that I have, but I always find the best sellers possible. I try to go to those that I know are reputable and everybody talks good about them. So, but looking at that, look at that hand. Like, again, there's a big hand. I don't have big hands, but I have chunky hands. But look at that. It's amazing. Just the detail. The pose is amazing. Like I was telling before, is that Eric has improved over the years in the quality of his sculpt, and you can see the musculature. It's just amazing. Look at that back. It's just standing, you see all the back, all the muscles well defined. It is a great looking piece. The pants, the famous pants. I'm not gonna tell you that I'm too crazy about the pants. I think there were some details that could have been added to it, but other than that, it's just not a bad job. It works well. It's simplicity over anything else. But I like the way it was done at the end. I like that purple. It goes well. In some parts, I would say that, it seems that it didn't go as well between the sculpture and the in this case the pants and the skin. Mostly that is more defined in some areas where the paint, it seems to kind of not be as greatly done. Like, for example, let me find a spot that I found. This one right here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me turn around. Right there, you see, it seems that it's like a hole, but it's kind of like paint on top of the purple. So that's not problem with the Eric. I think that's mostly the quality control of Kodo, that is always been infamous about it. Looking at that, look at that feet, it's just amazing. He has the fingernails. Some people are having some issues with the nails because they're true, and it's true, the nails are a little weird. Like, this one has a little hole in there, or there's like a little lines, like stretch marks, I would say, in the fingernails. So other than that, it's just amazing, and it goes well. I'm not gonna tell you, and I'm gonna be honest on this, I'm not crazy about this base. The base is very simplistic and very small, and that's something that concerns me a bit. I don't have problems with like shaking grounds or stuff like that, so I don't have a problem with this falling. But being such a tiny little thing, and it doesn't rock because it's heavy and it sits well. But let's say somebody just push it by accident like that, it might go that way, or might go that back and forth. It depends. But you know what? If you are, you've been collecting for years and you know how to display stuff, you know where to put them, you're not gonna have any problems. The base doesn't seem as complicated for me. And actually, if you look at the other pieces, and I'm probably gonna compare them, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Even the coloring is different. Even the paint is different. It doesn't really work as well, honestly. And but yeah, you can see in the back it says Sosa 2013. This was actually announced in the beginning of this year. So for us to be able to have it by the end of the year, before pretty much the holidays, it's a great thing. I'm really glad, because I think Kodo is getting better on that. Of course, I'm not talking about a few years back when they made a lot of promises with some pieces that they just end up canceling. So hopefully we can see Kodo keep doing that, because if you give your word to customers, you should just come through. That's my opinion. But look at that. Look at the teeth. I like the teeth. He is very mean. This is a very kind of handsome Hulk. I can say that. That's one of the things when I saw it. I think it's more, even though it says classic Avengers series, it's not really as classical. Hulk was never like that. But it's been in the modern era with, a lot of the movies have presented, really handsome guys, pretty much acting the part, of the movies. Of course, the Hulk is a little more kind of like a model for Guess, I suppose, or, one of those big companies of clothing. So, but, this is more kind of in the image of the movies, so the recent movies of the recent years. So, but it's not bad. I like it. It's part of the style, I think, the style that that Sosa does to his this collection. It says, even though it says classic Avengers, they all have a different style, more modern look and more dynamic, even though they have like some sense of this case museum pose. They're still dynamic and semi-dynamic in many ways, and that's something that it is pretty cool. Now let's do some reviews and make some comparisons.
And Hulk. Smash.
In this case, Hulk and Venom, the new Venom. And these are the two, I think, great pieces of flagships of this 2013 year for Kotobukiya. I think those are the two best statues that have come out for Koto. And that's a great thing. And as you can see right there, they look pretty good together. You know, I really like this Venom. Venom is very well done. I learned to like it. The more I see it, the more I enjoy it. I think it's a great looking piece, and they look well together. You know, they're just in the right size together. And let me just move this. I don't have the right to rotate the piece, but I'm gonna just move them like that. And as you can see right there, they really look fantastic together. As you can see right there, great. You know, I think it's a perfect scale. Now we have a Spider-Man, and they look good there together. I like that actually. I like it better than the Venom that display like that. Very nice. I really love this Spider-Man, but this Hulk really looks amazing together. As you can see, the scale is perfect. The position, this case, the pose from Hulk, I really works well. Very dynamic with all the dynamic pieces. They work well together. So I'm really glad for this piece to come out. It's just it is great. Alright guys, and here is with Captain America and Thor from the same series. Just they look terrific together. I really like this Hulk. It's just an amazing piece of work, amazing piece of art. It looks great. Even though Hulk is crouching a little bit, you know, because of the pose. Still, he's tall. He towers over Captain America, of course, and even Thor. That really is a very magnificent Thor. I really enjoy this piece a lot. I enjoyed this setup. I enjoy what Sosa has done with this collection. It's just amazing. I have Iron Man. I haven't reviewed it yet, but I will. I'm gonna get Hawkeye to complete the whole set, and it's gonna be an amazing looking piece. I really like this collection. It's coming up very nice. Like I was mentioning, I'm not crazy about the vase because, as you can see, it doesn't really match up the colors of this other two. You know, and I think actually Thor has a much better vase than Captain America. Even has more different sets of colors compared to that. I think the Captain America is a little pretty much just one color. But other than that, it's just not in the same thing. It's an easy fix. You can repaint, but you know, the truth is, why do you want to go to the trouble of doing it when actually the company should be aware of those things? And they should have more control of that thing before they sell the product. That's the only difference that I can say between Kotobukiya and Bowen. Of course, Bowen has been in business for a long time, but they really have an eye for detail on those things that are important and people care about. And I think that's a recommendation for me for Kotobukiya to do a much better job when it comes about that. But looking at the pieces, I'm very glad with this piece. I think it's a great looking piece. Alright guys, and in this comparison, actually this is just icing on the cake. This is the last comparison. As you can see, the two best Hulks, in my opinion, of the 1/6 scale and the 1/6 scale line, period. There's other Hulks, great Hulks, like the Hard Hero Hulk, that is a great one. Bowen has produced so many good ones over the years, but to me these are the best, more modern, with classical style in many ways. They combine both things. They are the best, and I'm comparing side by side. As you can see, they're pretty much the same size. That's a great thing. One is standing tall while the other one is crouching, but they're pretty much on the same size comparison. I'm not gonna tell you which one I think is the best, not yet. I'm gonna have a review. I'm gonna match up pretty much video. It's gonna be a versus video, and then we're gonna go in detail and see which one is the best, comparing them with one another, and see which one wins. But I just wanted to give you this as pretty much as an anticipation for that next video that I'm going to produce, so stay tuned for that. But looking at that, you can see this is a great looking piece. Now going back into Hulk, and let me just get this Hulk out of the way because this is not the center, he's not the main protagonist of this video. Right here, this is a great looking piece. I really like it. I really enjoy this Hulk. Has a lot going for it. The paint is great. The green came out great. I like it. There's some shading in there. Not as much, but there is some shading that really defines the muscles well. Sculpture, the sculpt is amazing. The base is simple, but works well. I think the eye catcher of this piece is the whole piece, is the statue in itself. The paint could have been done better, but it's good. You know, it really works well. And I'm happy that mine didn't have the eye problems like others. Do I recommend this piece to you? Yes, I do. I think, you know, if you're having in this hobby for a while like I have, you know that pieces like this will sell quick, will sell out. Even though you say, well, but there's just 4,000, so it's going to be plenty of them out there. But I'm telling you, this hobby is not like it used to be 10 years ago, when there were just a handful of people buying statues. Now there's a lot of people, not just here, but all over the world, and they are really selling out. And it's hard to, and like, if you know this, and if you have purchased things from Sosa, you know that it's going to increase in value. The markup for statues for Kotobukiya is very high, so I recommend it to you. And you know, if you want to buy it, it's right now for sale. You can buy it between $200 to $240, depending on where you buy. But I'm sure you can buy it for a lot less than that if you look for the right place, and there's plenty out there. So thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for the next one. I appreciate your comments. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for watching. Enjoy your day. Peace out, my friends.
Enough! You are all of you beneath me. I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that. Puny god.